Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a minute. Oh man, I've been busy, and then I took a little mini vacation. I was out in Vegas this weekend. Not for the draft, but ended up being around there for the draft. I was doing some family stuff with some family from California. And so we were out there, and we actually used some drip money to pay for that trip. So I myself can officially say right now that drip has worked for me to have some fun. The question is, will it continue to work for me to have some fun? And that's a very good question that I hope gets answered here soon. I compounded earlier today, but you know what? I think I can get to 225 here. So we're going to hit hydrate one more time and see what that does. My math might be off, but we'll see what that does. So in today's video, still ain't much to talk about, but there is a lot to talk about. But we're going to make it really quick. So I promise. I know... Oh, stupid chair. I know promises right on the internet don't mean much, but hey, we got the 225. Cool. So, excusez-moi. Anyways, if you're new to this channel, currently the channel has been focused on crypto and this journey that I got in on back in November with Drip and similar projects, as well as the ecosystem that Drip brought, which is a Forex ecosystem, which we'll talk about here in a bit. And there's been some failures along the way, and there's been some success. I got in with less than $1,000 back when the coin was right around $30. So actually, if you were to compare to when I got in where it's worth now, it's probably better to get in now than it was when I got in, because the price is under $30. I get in right around $30. So what does that mean? Well, since November to now, at one point we hit almost $200 per coin. Now, unfortunately for me, I was nowhere near 100 coins in the deposit here. And so why is that important? Because Drip is a program that pays you back 1% ROI. So if you put in $1,000, you're getting $10 back every day, right? But then to increase that, you compound it. So as you see right here, I've got 225 coins in this deposit. This is locked up forever. The only way I'm going to get this out is if I let this available balance increase daily at 1% a day, which at this rate to get the 225 would be 100 days. In 100 days, the price stayed at where it's at $27, $28, call it. I'll have about $6,300 worth to pull out. I can do that all the way until I hit this magical number. That's my max payout. But that means I don't hit this hydrate compound button. That means I don't take the 2.25 coins and compound it in here, which tomorrow after I do that in 24 hours, it's going to go up to 2.3. I don't know, whatever. Compounding it, right? You're multiplying your money. That's what it is at the 1% level. So what's that saying? What if you get 1 penny today and then tomorrow you double that penny, and then tomorrow after that you quadruple that penny because you doubled the double? It's kind of the same thing, only it's at a 1% level. So I started with about 10-15 coins, and now you see me here. I'm at 225. A big portion of that was because people have used my buddy code. Now, my buddy code is in my description. If you want to use it, use it. I appreciate it. I'm not here to solicit you to join my code. I'm not just here to tell you to join Drip. That is all up to you. I'm just here to document how this is working out for me, and what it can and can't do. That's it. I'm not going to tell you to invest any money anywhere ever, and I'm not going to tell you to trust your money to somebody, because that's bullshit. And if anybody else on YouTube tells you that you want to follow that, that's on you. That's not the channel for that. But if you decide, hey, you know what, I want a buddy code, I'm going to use his buddy code, cool. I'm not giving you anything in exchange. Other places might. Some of them are honest, they will. Some of them aren't. Some of them have stupid requirements, like deposit $10,000, you get 2% back. It's all up to you. Do your own research anyways. So, anyways, now that that's out of the way, Okay, so one more thing on drip. So how does this ecosystem survive? It's pretty simple. It's on a supply and demand system where there's a total of 1 million coins minted of drip at the current rate, and it'll, for the foreseeable future, will be that. The supply available right now, it's floating around, meaning that's not locked into the compounding contract, aka the FAUCET, is 117. So as people produce their 1%, they can sell it and throw it back on the market. It'll bring the price down, and they can turn it for cash. Now here's the thing. You got to buy it. The best place to buy it is the official drip.community website, because there's no tax when you buy it. So if you put in BNB coin here, one BNB coin is about $390, but let's say you put in one full BNB coin, you're going to get 14 drip, right? Cool. Tax-free. By tax-free, I mean system tax. Now, I'm not talking government tax here. That's a separate story I'm not going to ever get into here. Then you have 14 coins. We do is 14 coins. You go in here, you hit deposit. Now, you have to have a buddy code. That's where the buddy codes come in, right? You join somebody's tree because you have to. There's no way around it. There's a marketing team. The main wallet, but anyways, you go in here, you put that 14, 10% of that 14 is gonna go off the bat and go up to the buddy, aka me, right? For example. But every time you hit hydrate, 5% will go up. And here's the deal: every time I do it, it goes up. Now, I don't get the full 10%. I don't get the full 5%. There's a percentage of that you get. It's like 1% or less than 1%. So don't think that the full amount goes to you. No, it all goes through, but those taxes all channel back up to the main wallet, because everybody's under the main wallet eventually. It's just what it looks like. Think of a tree. Now, the one thing I wish it was vertical instead of horizontal, but this is me. This is everybody that's under me and everybody that's brought people as a bold. These people have no clue who I am. This guy has no clue who I am. Only these people might have clues who I am. I don't believe I'm getting any rewards from them, and I don't want any rewards. It is what it is. But I'm under somebody, so this right here is probably me over here, and it goes and goes and goes until it goes to the beginning. I got in a year late. That's how that system works. Also, when you hit the claim button, aka you want to pull out what's available, you pay 10%. It goes back to this little tab here. When you sell drip, you pay 10% of your balance that's available. So, effectively, you pay $20 or 20% to get BNB coin. On top of that, it runs in the Binance Smart Chain Network. There's a gas fee to move from Binance back to where you can convert it to US dollars. And every single transaction you do, there's a small fee. Anywhere from 20 cents to $1. It depends on how big your pot is, and maybe even higher. It just depends on the traffic. It's crypto. Someone always gets a cut. That's how that works. So that's all it is in a nutshell. The beauty of it is, though, is as this supply goes down, the price goes up. Now, back when we hit 100, almost $200 from the round up, we were 197. The supply was dangerously low at around 35,000 coins. Last time the supply was at 117,000 coins, the price of drip was under $15. You got to trust me on that one. That's the only time I'm going to tell you to trust me, because I wasn't there, but I'm going off of all the guys that were there in the videos I've been talking about, and the charts that are somewhere that I have no idea where to pull from instantly, so I'm not going to pull it up, but it sounds like drip has gone up and down in the past. However, there's been a focus on something that I didn't know how it worked until recently, until I found the video that dumbed it down, which is how I got into drip in the first place. I've known about drip since last July, and it wasn't until I found the video that dumbed it down in November that I got in on it. That's just how it is. So I'm hoping I'm dumbing it down for everybody, because I needed it dumbed down. The reservoir. People have been asking what this does. There is an active movement here to deposit BNB to stabilize the floor price. What is the floor price? The floor price is the minimum amount possible the drip to ever go to. And I totally said that wrong. The minimum it could ever go to. Now, the only downside is that BNB moves up and down. BNB has been hovering from 350 to 500 lately. By lately, I mean the last 6 months, right? So there's that. There's still some fluctuation, but currently the floor price is right around $20. So what that means is that the more people put BNB in here, people are going for a minimum of $50 of BNB, which is 0.1 roughly. They're doing that to pump up the price and leave a floor. So right now there's an active movement. There's the not so friendly but very friendly. I guess I'm going to take that whole part back. There's a guy that a lot of people don't like. I'm impartial to him, but he's got a movement going. The only reason I like him is just because he's like, a mod in the main group chat. But I've come to realize that whole damn group chat, the whole Telegram group is toxic anyway, so it's not all on his fault. But anyways, he's a whale. He's one of the guys that was in on drip early. And he when he sells drip, it could move the price, just like Stunner, Breezy, and everybody else. He's got a movement going for every day. He's going to put in one BNB, $340, $390, whatever the price is, one full BNB in here. The goal is to, within 30 days, try to get the floor price to a minimum of 100, meaning the price will never go under 100 unless BNB crashes. It's backed by BNB, some of it, not all of it, but some of it. So that's what the reservoir does. You put it in there, you can compound it, but realistically, you kind of just put it in there and to help stabilize it. So now that that's all out of the way, that's what the reservoir does. There's a lot more videos on it. There's people that can explain it better. For the sake of not trying to make this video any longer than it needs to be, we're going to move on. So the goal for me on my end is to get my faucet up to 300, then from 300 to 400 and so on, right? And start earning coins because I think the price of drip is going to go up. But even if the price of drip just stabilized and it was always at 100 and it stayed at 100 for a while, let's just do simple math. If we've got 500 right here and you get 1% a day, you're getting 5 coins a day, right? If the price is 100 per coin times 5, simple math, getting $500 a day. If I don't touch it and compound it for a full 30 days, I got $15,000. What do we say? Just say 20%, 10 and 10, right? 10 to claim, 10 to sell. $3,000. So I'm going home that month with $12,000. Granted, you still have to convert it to BNB or Bitcoin or something, whatever, and get it back to cash. But you mean to tell me if this community can rally together, the 100 and some odd thousand people that are in this game, and raise the floor price to $100, and all my little account needs is 500 in here, and we're getting $100 a day, and that's $12,000 a month at the end take home. That isn't enough, dude. That's enough. I could not work for a while, and that's just me. I personally know people that have 9,000, 10,000 deposits here, getting 90 coins, 100 coins. I mean, it's insane, right? I mean, the success stories are out there. But again, the one thing you got to remember is that this is the internet. So there's always someone smarter. And by that, what does that mean? Someone that knows how to do things maliciously could fuck this whole thing up. It's just true. So, if it crashed today and disappeared, I'm whole. I had a little fun in Vegas. Yeah, I'm bummed out I won't get a Lambo. But I'm whole, right? But I only put in less than $1,000 after everything was said and done. I've reimbursed myself 3 or 4 times by now. So, for me, it's a lot easier. It's easier to just play the game and let it ride, right? It's like you walk into the casino, you put $100 on black, you double your money, you put that 100 back into your pocket, and then you sit around and spend the other $100 and keep messing with it, and you grow it, you lose it, you grow it, you lose it, and you end up walking out with some or nothing, but you still got your 100 in your pocket. That's how I approach this, okay? So, I'm in drip. I'm in something very, very similar called Piston. That's doing pretty good. It's going back up. It's very stable. There's about 6,000 people in that. However, I think it's more high risk because it's only been out a month or so. Similar mechanics, works very, very similar. The only difference is you can only deposit. You can only max out your account only goes to 5 times your initial deposit. So for me, my max amount is $465. To make that increase, I got to sit there and claim it and then redeposit it, therefore paying 20% to increase that. So my goal is to max it out to $465 and then let it sit for a month, claim it, dump back in there, multiply that times 5, and try to get closer to 1,000. And hopefully this thing doesn't disappear. That's all it is. Hope it doesn't disappear and hope it stays stable. Could it hit $200 like Drip did at one point? Yeah, sure. but it needs attention. It needs, I'm hitting the nitro. That's basically the compound. It needs a reason to hit that. 4,000, 5,000 people in it aren't going to make it happen. If you wanted to join that, it works the same way, right? The only difference is there's a round robin system, so the rewards are spread out more evenly. So now I won't only just get the amount I get, but it's going to be spread out to people. See, it used to be here. I don't know where it's at, but let's go to the pit crew. Maybe that's it. Okay, so we go to Team Philly right here. He's got so many people directly. Every day it goes around, and somebody will get the rewards. That's the difference. Some people like that better. Some people don't. My whole point is the reason this is riskier is because it's been out. It came out with 4 other projects around the same time, and they all disappeared. And actually, there's more than 4. They've all disappeared. This one's still pumping, but it's only it could disappear, right? It is what it is, right? So that's something else I'm in. Works very similar. The information to join that's also in the description. But the main reason I wanted to make this video is because Forex, quote unquote, finally said that the animal farm is launching tomorrow in a portion. It's actually animal farm. Can't spell. To be fair, I can't see my screen because I have OBS on and my camera's right there. This is a new UI, apparently, if I spelled it right, for the animal farm. I'm not going to count my wallet until I verify for sure. But first things first, the pig stuff's launching. You don't see any dogs. In a couple weeks, the dogs will come over. Long story short, this is a farm where you yield with high interest different coins and protocols to eventually get more pigs and dogs and those that have a value, right? And there's a whole separate video on that. I'm not going to explain it here because we're running way too long than I want to be. But realistically, if you're in the animal farm, you know you've been waiting for it. And the bigger news is not to get people into this and educate you on it. The bigger news is to finally uncross our fingers that he relaunches it. He being Forex, the developer of Drip, which, by the way, has nothing to do with Piston, if you're new to the channel. There's been multiple days that it's going to launch it and hasn't launched it. And don't get me wrong. I understand he wants a perfect product, and I get that. I appreciate that. The only gripe most of the community has is that he comes out and says one thing and then either goes silent or doesn't communicate what he really meant. And it's not like he's disappeared. The people have disappeared money. He's not. He could have. There's 300 million in his damn contract here. He could disappear with the keys of that pretty easily. I'm sure if he wanted to, but he's not going to. He hasn't done it yet, and I doubt he will. But his lack of communication or his attitude of, well, you should know what I meant, is what pisses a lot of people off. And I honestly think it's just because he's introvert. I don't think he legitimately is a people person. Because he's come off as like, well, I can't believe you're surprised. You don't know the answer to that question. Well, dude, you never told us like what your plan were, like, and he's never caught himself go, oh shit, you're right. But you can easily tell is what it is. It's just communication skills kind of suck. But at the same time, he's also working on multi-million-dollar projects, so I understand. Right now, the focus is to get this damn thing to launch, which apparently it's launching tomorrow. We'll see. If it launches, I'll have a video up. If it doesn't, don't have a video. So, anyways. If you want to get on any of this stuff, don't worry about who you're going to join. The only thing you should worry about is getting as much information on these projects as possible from other better sources. And the biggest thing is don't put what you're not willing to lose. Quick rich schemes don't ever work out. This isn't a quick rich scheme or get rich quick scheme. I think y'all know what I meant. It could be, but even I have my doubts. But it's just because I've fallen for them before. This one has a year worth of millionaires out there that done it. But it's do your own research, diversify with real things, and use play money. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm doing. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then we had something to watch for 20 minutes. And with that, I am out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Keep your fingers crossed that the Piggy Bank launches tomorrow and that Drip starts going up higher in price. Supposedly, after the launch of the Piggy Bank and the Parm, He's got nothing but focused on drip, and we could be seeing allegedly $300-400 in the summer. We'll see. We'll ride till the end. See ya, y'all.